Crème Brûlée. 4-ingredient recipe, I swear. We got heavy cream. We got eggs. We're gonna be using egg yolks, sugar, put a pinch of salt in there, so maybe we'll say 5, and a vanilla bean. So pretty simple. There's 2 parts to this. One, we're gonna heat up the cream with the vanilla. Just kind of let that sit. So almost similar like you would if you were gonna make custard, except in the end, instead of putting the mixture back on the stove, we're going to bake it and over a bain-marie, over in a water bath, and that's gonna make it as this light, delicious dessert. So, our vanilla, nothing too complicated here. We have our cream with our vanilla bean. Just gonna quick whisk onto the stove. Oven is preheated to 325, and I also have a small pot of boiling water. Again, a bain-marie is essentially a water bath, so we're gonna take this to cake dish. But you could use pretty much anything that's got sides on it. Sometimes I use like an 8x8 Pyrex. And essentially we're gonna fill with water. We're gonna stick the ramekins in. It will slide around a bit, but we'll be careful. And we bake them, and that's it. The most challenging part of this is it's like the afternoon now. You do have to let these sit in the fridge for probably at least 6 hours so they're really perfect, and probably even overnight is gonna be best. We have our sugar. Nothing fancy there. I'm going to separate my eggs as quickly as possible. And I have a trash can very strategically placed right under me, so I promise I'm not letting this just drip on the floor. All right, here's one. I'm hesitant to say will we be lucky and get all 3 on the first shot, because inevitably if I say that out loud, which I just did, probably gonna screw it up. I just let the egg yolk, and I should say I let it sit in my hand, and I kind of like spread my fingers a little, and that allows the white to kind of drip down. You do not want any white in here. If you got a little bit, I don't think it would ruin it, but you really want to avoid it if all possible. And I am suspiciously proud of myself because that was very quick and easy. And we got our our cream and our vanilla bean heating on, I'm gonna say like low medium, and we don't want that to boil, we just want it to infuse. And actually speaking of, I should probably turn the heat off and just let it sit for a few minutes. So, in the meantime, let's get our eggs and our sugar. You want to whisk, this bowl is enormous, apologies. We want to go pretty crazy here. I like to give myself kind of feel like it's a workout. You want to see the yolks get lighter in color, and that will take some effort. Not a lot, but I can already see they've kind of lightened up. All right, so what we're gonna do, turn off the heat on the milk, vanilla, cream, whatever. It's gonna taste great in the end, whatever the hell I decide to call it. I'm gonna let that sit for probably 10 or 15 minutes. If you've never made custard, just go slow. The whole trick, you wanna carefully pour the hot liquid in. Carefully so you don't burn yourself, but also just a little at a time. So you'll see, when I start, I just do a splash or 2. Put it down, stir it in. And the whole point of doing all that, oh, it smells amazing instantly. The whole point of this is you don't want to cook the eggs because these can turn scrambled, and that's not what we want. And trust me, I have done that. But I've also found this technique where pouring just a little, and you'll see everyone does it slightly different. Some people pour a lot in at a time. I find just pouring a little bit in, mixing it together, bowls dancing, that's okay. Little at a time, and then as you get more and more in, the temperature of everything is going to start to rise, and then eventually we'll be able to pour this in a little faster with much less risk that anything's going to happen. You can likely already see this is very loose compared to what it was just a few seconds ago, and the best part is we're almost done. It's a very easy dessert. It does take a little finesse. Not super cheap to make because you do have to buy the cream and use an egg yolks, but you know, we got this ready completely in like less than 15 minutes. My take is if I can get the food prep faster than the oven preheats, which I technically did, I just had to let the cream and vanilla sit a bit more. That's always a win. So if you can get anything prepped in 10 minutes, a great dessert, yeah, classic. Good recipe in my opinion. I think for insurance purposes, I'm going to transfer this into a easily pourable container. We're gonna do these exactly the same, assuming I don't mess up, and we'll just see what that is. Also, why am I hunched over like this? I don't know. All right, 125 grams, so it was 126. Don't hate. I only have 3 of the 4 in the cake pan plate right now. And you'll see why in just a moment. So we have our, let's not get near the cream. We have our pretty hot water. It's okay if it's dirty. It's just gonna go into the pan here. It's not gonna touch anything. So the whole reason I didn't put the 4th one in is because I've done this before, and it's almost impossible to get the water in without getting a mess. And if you get water into any of these, it's gonna ruin them. So slowly going to pour the water about halfway up. Behind me. And that's just gonna help these bake a little evenly. Full disclosure, I've never actually tried it without the water, but this is the way it's been. It comes out amazing every time. You know, why screw with perfection? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So they don't really look special yet, but they will be, I promise. We're gonna put these in a 325 degree oven for about 35 minutes, and we'll see you then. All right, we're 35 minutes, not done yet, but just so you can see the wobble, the tremble it's called in the recipe I have. We want that to be a little less, so we have 5 minutes left. We're gonna give it that 5, check it again. All right, another check. Yeah, pretty good. They're never all perfect for whatever reason, but that's okay. We're done. So what we're probably gonna try and do is, no, it's a little slippery. I think we're just gonna try and grab it with the top of the gloves, not get the glove wet. Really freaking good. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. Give it a try. It's so worth it. See you next time.